I will tell you a fictional story. Imagine three people. Each one has $360. The first person is called the consumer. He lives only on his salary. Every day, he buys a cup of coffee on his way to work. One cup costs $12 for 30 days. He keeps buying coffee. By the end of the month, he has spent all $360 on coffee. The second person is called the saver. He also drinks coffee, but one day he asks the cafe owner about coffee bags. One bag costs $60 and makes 15 cups. So he buys two bags for $120 and makes 30 cups at home. He saves $140 and decides to buy gold as an investment. The third person is called the thinker. He buys four bags for $240. Two are for him, and two he uses to make coffee and sell. He sells 30 cups for $12 each and earns $360. He likes the idea very much. From the $360 he earns, he decides to split the money into two parts. One half goes into buying gold as an investment, just like the saver. The other half is used to buy more coffee bags so he can continue selling. In this way, he creates a small cycle. He buys, prepares, sells, earns, and repeats the process again. At the end of the month, the consumer has nothing left. The saver still owns gold worth $240. The thinker now has gold and also an active source of income. All three started with the same $360, but each one made a different decision. Their results became different because their thinking was different. Money itself is neutral, but the way we use it shapes our future. This example shows three types of people in real life. The consumer spends everything on things that disappear quickly. The saver reduces his expenses and keeps part of his money in something that may grow over time. The thinker goes further. He looks for a way to turn a simple product into an opportunity. He does not wait for a big project or a large amount of capital. He starts with what he already has. Many people believe that business requires a shop, employees, and huge investments. That belief makes them afraid to begin. But in reality, every business starts with exchange. One person has a product, another has money. When they trade, value is created. The idea is simple: find a need, offer a solution, and make a small margin of profit. Over time, small profits can grow into something meaningful. If you simplify your thinking, starting a business becomes much easier. You don't need a huge plan or large capital at the beginning. Just start with something small that you can handle. For example, if you know people who like dates, you can buy a small quantity, sell it to them, and observe the demand. If more people want it, you can gradually increase your stock. You do not need to invest thousands of dollars at once. Start small, see who your customers are, and meet their needs. This reduces the risk and allows you to learn gradually. Small experiments led to better decisions over time. Robert Kiyosaki emphasizes the same idea when entering the world of business. Simplify your concept. Focus on basic profit first. Can it fail? Yes, it can. If you buy a product and then look for buyers later, you might fail. That's why it is important to find at least 10 potential customers before buying. Meet their needs first, then supply the product. For example, if you make phone stands, find 10 people who want them. Tell them you have it. This way, even if you fail, your loss is small compared to investing in an expensive project with no guarantee. Small, simple steps reduce risk while teaching you how money works. The consumer's cash flow is simple. He spends all his salary on things that disappear quickly, and nothing remains. The saver also buys things that are consumed over time, but he keeps part of his money in investments that may grow and return profit in the future. This could take a month, 2 months, or even longer, but it becomes another source of income for him. The thinker has three flows of money. First, he has his salary like everyone else. Second, he invests a part of his money in assets such as gold that may increase in value. Third, he buys products that normally disappear after being used, but instead he transforms them into something he can sell. By doing this, he creates profit from simple daily items. Over time, this small cycle of buying, selling, and reinvesting can grow into something much bigger. Money, my friend, is like a game. The more you understand its rules, the better you become at playing it. With time and practice, you start to see opportunities that others ignore. Even small amounts of money can make a difference if they are used wisely. $1,000, or even a few hundred, may seem small, but if you manage them correctly, they can slowly change your financial situation. Wealth often begins with a mindset. Poverty can also be a mindset. Some people receive income and immediately spend it on entertainment and temporary pleasure without thinking about investment or growth. Others try to balance enjoyment with responsibility. They enjoy life but also think about building something for the future. Even a small step toward saving, investing, or starting a simple trade can create a new path over time. If you only spend your income on consumption, the money disappears quickly. But if you think carefully, even a small amount can become the beginning of something bigger. The important thing is not how much money you start with, but how you think about it and how you use it. Many successful people started with very small ideas and simple trades. They learn it step by step, improving with experience. At the same time, it is important to remember generosity. Giving charity and helping others brings blessings to your life and your income. When you share part of what you earn, you create a balance between building wealth and maintaining gratitude. Money is a tool. When you understand how it moves, how it grows, and how it can help others, you begin to control it instead of letting it control you. Remember, wealth does not always come from big opportunities. Sometimes it begins with a very small idea and a simple step. What matters most is your mindset and your willingness to act. If you start thinking about value, exchange, and opportunities around you, you will slowly begin to see the world differently. Money will stop being just something you spend, and it will become something you manage and grow. With patience, discipline, and smart decisions, even a small start can lead to a better financial future.